Hey folks, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and tonight we're getting the Lear, Rachel and Sawyer, right, banner, PokeFair, right, and as usual I will be summoning on it, so make sure you guys stop by, I can stop by and enjoy the fun, right, so yeah, make sure you're all subscribed so you could, you know, catch it when it happens. And this is a very interesting banner because it is a PokeFair banner with 3 units, but 2 of them are 4 stars, right? So it's interesting to see how the rates are. Last time we had a featured 4-star rate, or a featured 4-star, it was Lucy, and it was 2% rates. So I do wonder, are they going to split like 1% rate? Because that's not very good in terms of rates, right? Or are they going to increase the rates a bit more, right? To make it much easier to get. But yeah, in terms of these 3, let's first talk about Honchkrow and Umbreon, right? So should you summon on this banner for these 2 4 stars specifically? Because again, they are PokeFair 4 stars. We're not sure if they're gonna be like PokeFair 4 stars in the sense that they won't be in the regular pool, or is it just Lear's like the one that's not going to be in the regular pool and these 2 would still be in the regular pool, or again they're not going to be back right after, or they could be back on like a rerun, but they won't be in the regular pool, right? So again, we don't exactly know the details of that yet. But in terms of just assuming they don't come back in the regular pool, should you spend gems on this to go for Rachel and Sawyer? Let's first look at the kits first, right? So Sawyer is fantastic, right? This guy is great. So you got Dire Hit All, right? And then Forever Loyal, which gives move gauge acceleration, attack and special attack, +2. Right, and then +1 defense, special defense. This is fantastic. This is like, this guy's kind of like Singsu Blue, but like much faster at buffing your offensive stats, right? So that's great. Also, he has, you know, at 5 stars, solid stats as well. 300 base speed. What else? Good defenses. The HP is not that great, right? But the defenses are really good, right? And then you have team offensive, defensive. 30% chance of buffing your team's defense when you attack is successful, and then the same except for special defense. And the Synchro doesn't have that much, but it does have all the important stuff, right? For example, the NPR on Forever Loyal, because again, the sad thing about this only has 1 MP, right? So you would want NPR on this so you could get more than just +2, right? And then the other thing is NPR and Dire Hit All, right? Because that would make it so that you could max out your crit, right? Because, you know, if you don't max out your crit, you're not, you know, it's not gonna be that great. Obviously, it's fine if you're running it with a unit that already buffs at least +1 of their own crit, right? And then you have stuff like Flag Bearer, Hype Up to increase your attack, special attack, but it's only 20% chance every time you attack, so the chance of that happening isn't super high, right? You have Healthy Healing to help you heal, right? Pretty straightforward. Sync Cure, Sync Healing, got some sync stuff, not super important, I'm not going to talk about it. Like Quick Cure gets you out of Trap, Flinch, right? And then, yeah, your offensive moves aren't really relevant either. I guess, like Dark Pulse, you could like pick up Aggravation and like make it also like a Flinch unit, which should be fine since you do have really good speed. You have really good speed, and you have move gauge acceleration, right? So that could be fine there. And yeah, that's basically his kit. So here's the thing, you get Sawyer for free. However, you only get 1 copy. But if you're going in just for you know, if you're going in trying to get the 4 stars just for Sawyer, I'd say it's not worth it, because again, everyone gets a free copy of Sawyer, right? Not Rachel though, from what I've seen so far. But if things change, then again, nothing's official yet, but if things change, then it'll be great, right? But so far, it does seem like we're getting a free copy of Sawyer. However, the thing about a free copy of Sawyer is Sawyer at 1 out of 5 is not that great, because you don't have NPR for Dire Hit All or your training move, right? You get NPR for Dire Hit All at your second dupe, and then or your second copy, and then the training move NPR at 3 out of 5. So then if you're at 1 out of 5, then you have the issue of, well, you can't max crit, you can't max any of this down here, so obviously it's just not as great as, for example, a, you know, Scyther or even like a Torchic, right? Like, Torchic is better. It's just straight up better, right? Torchic, you know, gives you +4 attack and special attack guaranteed, and also the +2 crit as well. And this only gives you +2, again, with only one copy. But with one copy, you could still survive, right? You could use 4-star support move candies on him, right? I think we're getting at least one 4-star support candy this month, right? So I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think you should go fishing for Sawyer, right? And as for Rachel is a support as well, right? But Rachel's basically a healer if you look at the stats. You know, good HP, solid, I guess, defenses, solid speed, solid special attack too, but you don't have like that many moves to show for it. So you have speed buffs over here, and then you have a 60% heal, status condition remove, confused flinch trap remove, endurance, and then gradual healing. So it's a big healer. And then you have team triage tank, 20% chance of healing your team by a bit, right? When you're hit by attack move, revenge boost. And your grid has the MP refresh for hello, right? Which again, also only 1 MP. NPR for X speed all. Shielded if you care about that. Although there's only 1 MP for 10 energy, not really worth it in my opinion. You have quick cure as well. You got some of the sync stuff that Sawyer has. Impervious, your stats don't be lowered. First aid 4, so you could heal. Alright. Tighten up, toughen up. Same thing as the Sawyer stuff except for defenses. So Rachel just overall isn't that great, right? In comparison to Sawyer. She's just okay, right? I mean, her training move is very nice, but again, it's only 1 MP, and when you think about it's just 1 MP, that's not as impressive, right? It's like a weird version of Dawn's Fuller Store, right? And if you really want potions, you have like Skyla, who's free, and has 2 MPRs on potion, also 60% because double mastery healer, right? Even though you don't get the you don't get like the gradual heal, but like burst, like an extra burst potion or burst heal potion is probably just better, right, overall. And not to mention more with MP refresh. And Sky also has the speed buffs and stuff. I'm not saying Rachel's bad, I'm just saying she's not really worth it to go in for it, right? So now let's talk about the big dog over here, which is Hoopa. Hoopa is amazing. Hoopa is easily a top tier unit, right? Hoopa is just everything an offensive unit wants thrown into one kit, right? Hoopa's sync nuke, I think, should be the second highest in the game after Marnie, right? And so it should be higher than both Nessa and Summer Marnies, but I think lower than super effective up regular Marnie. But still, obviously, very, it's like 7 million range or something. So first of all, that's very good. Second of all, their hyperspace hole damage is insane as well. I think, if I remember correctly, calculations have it higher than Mewtwo's Psychic, right? Should be higher than both Mewtwo's Psychic and Bianca's Stored Power. This thing is a absolute monster. This is pretty much the best unit this update. Again, there are some details with Singsu Leon that we don't know yet. For example, do move multiplier passives work on Dynamax Cannon, or not Dynamax Cannon, the max move, right, and stuff. So like, we're not 100% sure how exactly Leon or Singsu Leon works, but so far it seems like Hoopa is an absolute monster, right? Insane sync nuke, insane regular move damage, and on top of that you have like Snatch to deal with opponents who buff themselves, and if you're annoyed by that for some reason, right? It's just very powerful. It's just incredibly powerful. It has like basically everything you need, right? And super easy to set up too, right? Like Fierce Brawn +6 special attack, and then you have extra 30%. This has to be the easiest easiest multiplier, right? Well, maybe not as easy like crit strike, because that only needs +3. This one needs +6, but like you're getting +6 anyways, right? You're getting +6 anyways. Incredibly easy to achieve. Super duper effective, obviously very easy to achieve as well when you're fighting super effective stages. Impossible to achieve when you're not fighting super effective stages, right? And yeah, you basically max out your own stats, right? Over here you have +3 crit, right? Reduce your sync move countdown, ally stat reduction defense, gradual healing to your whole team, and then you have X special attack over here. Then if you want, you could X special attack ramp up to max it out by yourself, but it's probably just better to bring another special attack buffer to save the energy used on this, right? But you know, stuff like fast track, again, rising tide, just amazing, right? This thing is an absolute monster, right? Offensively, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Marnie, except does spend a bit more gauges than Marnie, but yeah, it's kind of like a Marnie. It's kind of like a Marnie. It's that good. This guy is that good, right? Oh, the hyperspace hold does more than your average average power trip damage, right? Although I'm not sure if it does more than peak power trip, but you know, either way, you know, it's definitely up there. This guy's like a Marnie, right? That does cost a bit more gauges, but outside of that, like, fantastic. Like, there's almost like no downsides offensively for this unit. This is the almost near perfect offensive unit, right? This is tough because on one hand, you know, folks should be saving for the 2nd year anniversary. On the other hand, this guy is amazing. This guy's amazing, right? Here's one reason why you wouldn't have to summon for him, and it's a valid reason, is that we just got Mewtwo, and Mewtwo's very, very good as well. Is Mewtwo as good as Hoopa? Nowhere close, right? However, Mewtwo is still serviceable, right? Oh, I didn't even mention the best part about Hoopa, the sync move countdowns, right? You have head start, and then the train move gets another -1, right? So you shave off a whole turn of sync move countdown on your team, a whole turn. So you get the extra sync buff like a turn early, which is just amazing. Right? You don't even have to rely on, you know, quad queuing to get like a second sync in before the opponent syncs you. So you're syncing the opponent twice before they sync you once, right? Guaranteed, because there are, you know, some situations where quad queuing doesn't work, right? There are some situations where it just doesn't, you know, it's just impossible, right? This makes it very, very possible. And then you have Adrenaline too. There's another one. And then if you hit one of these propulsions, then you shave 2 full turns off of your sync. This guy is unreally good, right? Unreally good. That makes no sense. But yeah, if you have the extra gems, I won't say if you have the extra gem. If you do have the extra, again, cash, let's be real, to buy the gems, this is definitely something worth going for. If you're free to play, he is amazing. He is absolutely amazing. I would still have to say you probably should save, even though there's a really, really good chance Hoopa might be better than whatever's coming on the anniversary. However, Hoopa will rerun, most likely will rerun earlier than the anniversary units, and Hoopa will be on a safer banner than the anniversary units, if you get what I mean. Because the thing is, with the anniversary units, they might, because when the anniversary drops, most likely they're going to be separate banners. Because everyone keeps on talking about, oh, what's the anniversary unit? There really isn't one, because there's going to be multiple. There might be like, you know, one like really focused one, but there's going to be multiple anniversary units, right? It's not going to be one. And the issue with that is they might rerun on the same banner. So, for example, if you during the anniversary you summoned on one, you got one, didn't get the other, then you know, when they come back, that you have to summon on the shared banner, which in that case you might get the one that you don't want or you already have, and then not the one that you want, which is just a bit harder to get in comparison to if these guys rerun. Most likely they will be on the same banner again. Most likely this exact same banner will come back, right? So I do think it might be a better idea to summon on the anniversary banners. Or save for the anniversary first run, and then if you want a Hoopa later on, you could summon on the rerun. But this is definitely a top tier offensive unit, right? All around. It's just so good, right? But yeah, anyways, that's really this one, I guess. Hope y'all enjoyed my guys. Think in the comments down below. Like, sure, it's fitness for channel for some more Pokemon Masters content, and again, I will be streaming the summons live when it goes live tonight, so have fun, folks. Stay safe, good luck, guys summoning. I'll see you guys in the next one.